Here, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another car video. Yes, you can be muscular and smart at the same time. Now, y'all know Rom's about the whole genius bruiser ideology, the whole Malik ideology. Like a man can be very physically in shape and smart at the same time. Right? And I'm bringing this up. I ain't going to call out the video because, I don't give people any shine. Some people might know what I'm talking about. Some people might not. But I was checking out some comments, and it was a live stream. And, there's a lot of dudes out here. They feel like if somebody muscular and all of that, since they not muscular, they are smarter than the other person. They automatically smart, right? And, they're smarter. They say, well, yeah, they spend all that time in the gym and everything. Okay, yeah, they do. It don't mean they dumb. It don't mean they dumb. In fact, it's stupid as shit to think that they necessarily dumb. Now, yeah, you can get some people who ain't all that, not all that upstairs working out, but you got some people who don't work out and is dumb as fuck. On every level, every measurable level at that. I mean, let's just be real with it. And quite frankly, let's just be raw with that shit. Anytime somebody got a problem with a muscular man, that mean they ain't in shape themselves. They physically weak. They don't have a physique or anything like that. And they trying to cover it up. Well, I'm smart. Probably not. Show me some proof. Show me something. Show me your IQ score from a verified source. Tell me what college you went to on academic scholarship. Tell me what professional school you went to on academic scholarship. Show me something. Shoot, at least show me like you were National Honor Society or something. Some type of proof. Some type of verification you had some intelligence. Most of these dudes can't. And see, I know this to be true about the being smart and also being muscular. Because remember, my peer group, there's a lot of professional men who also work out, and plus I've also, I told you I've been going to the gym a long time. I've also worked in gyms. I got to see what these guys are like, and I'm just going back to the 80s. Like when I was at American University, there were 3 dudes who would go on to be successful attorneys, but they could still bench press 400. One of them bench pressed 300. And he wasn't even prepared to work out. He was in some jeans and a regular shirt. Somebody just gave him a weight belt. He threw up 315 like it was nothing. He was laughing about it too. And that dude's a successful attorney to this day because, first of all, if you're in professional, any type of school like that, you got to be intelligent to even get into school because you got to go through tests and everything. Medical school, any graduate school, you got to take something. You got to have some intelligence. You gotta have some intelligence, right? And I've known that, and that started then, and then working in gyms, or even before that. When I remember there was a judge who was at the D.C. Superior Court. And this is a big this is a big muscular dude. I sit in his courtroom sometime and listen to him berate like grown ass men, thugs, everything. They'd be ready to cry, and if they were going to say anything, he'd fuck them up. Because they said this dude could deadlift more than the U.S. Marshals that were at the courthouse. Professional law enforcement. Speaking of which, law enforcement, look, let's be real. A whole lot of them be up in the gym, got some muscles on their ass. Dudes who are military and stuff, and I told you, they very smart. But if we just stick with the professionals, let's just stick with the professionals and stuff. I've known several attorneys, a few doctors. In fact, when I was working at this one gym, we had nothing but professionals up there. Well, mostly professionals, either professionals or business owners. See, that's another thing. People, you got some dudes acting like, well, if they spend time in the gym, they can't go out and make money. Yet I sold gym memberships to men who were making money. Indeed, the gym I'm just coming back from, most of these older white men who be lifting more than some 20-year-olds, and those I say older white men, shoot, sometimes they be sitting around talking business and stuff. they say, yeah, Ron, gotta get out here early. I got a presentation for my company, or I got this meeting I gotta sit in. And they be throwing up 300 pounds. Some of these professional businessmen even be professional or businessmen. They be showing me some routines. They say, yeah, Ron, why don't you do it like this, man? Yeah, okay, yeah, that's a good set. Call me over, hey, Ron, I need a spot on this, dude. Got some like 60-year-old white businessman throwing up 315. So it's like, wait a minute, hold up. I thought some guys spend a lot of time in the gym like that. They ain't supposed to be that bright. Bullshit. Bullshit. Like I remember this one dude. He was at this gym I was doing sales at. This was in Marlow Heights, Maryland, for people who are in that area. I don't think the gym is still open, but this gym, first of all, had a bunch of guys who could throw up 400. They were muscular, but they were businessmen. Like I had this one financial guy. Now this dude could throw up 400. He pushed a Mercedes, had a badass wife. He could box. And then one time I'm going in the locker room and stuff, and that dude in there conducting business with somebody. It's like, shit. And you could basketball. He had a bunch of guys, because I got to see, as a salesman, I had an idea what they did for a living. I was like, damn, these some sharp ass dudes up in here. And for some, since I brought race in it right up at this place, shit, I'll bring race here. These are mostly black men, muscular black men. And since a lot of this muscular stuff came up with the Derek Jackson thing, these dudes will blow out Derek Jackson muscle-wise. Let's just be real with them. They look at Derek Jackson and call him a fat boy. So these dudes were cut. Like this story I was about to tell about this one dude. Now, there was this time, I'd never forget. I think I told this story before. It's one of my favorites. I know I had to tell it. I hadn't told it recently. But I'm working at the gym. It was snowing out, right? And there was this, like a couple of these thug kids hanging around, like in a parking lot and stuff. So they started hanging around this dude's car who had a Mercedes. Now he pushing a Mercedes now. It's snowing out. This dude walked outside with nothing on but his tank top and his sweatpants. He didn't put on a coat or anything. He walked out to him, said a few words. They immediately moved away from his car. He came back in. He just said, I just showed them what they had to deal with. Now, he already had the Mercedes, late model Mercedes at the time. But that dude was an engineer. That dude was an engineer. Had his big old house. Had women throwing the pussy at him. But he was muscular. He could throw up 400 pounds. Like it was nothing. That was like casual. I mean, I'm 4 plates on each side. 4 plates on each side. Like I said, these dudes are professionals. They were smart, everything. You gotta have a level of intelligence to get into certain professions. Or just even to get into school for them. Even to get in school. And that's verifiable intelligence. But they also hitting the gym at the same time. There's no law in the world you say you can't be both. In fact, that's a main part of my program anyway, saying yes, you can be both. When I talk about nice guys and players, yes, you can be you can have some nice traits, but also be that man who can knock that woman out in a box. You can be a very highly intelligent man. You can have a high IQ and still hit the weights. Shit. Still hit the weights. Now, I hope you don't mind me, or, be intelligent, show something. Like, I hope you don't mind. I hope this man don't mind me saying it's cousin T-Tar. That dude, personal trained, muscular, worked as a dancer, trains dancers. But I know his academic background. That dude, and anybody who's like attended like the summit and stuff, the last summit he attended, and what he was talking about, and know how he can really get deep on some stuff, and I ain't gonna share all that. It's like, hold up. This dude highly intelligent. Just because you lift weights or something, that's just what? How long it take to really lift? If you stay, I'll say somebody really extreme might stay in the gym maybe 3 hours. They got the rest of the day. Who said it can't work? in that gym I mentioned in Marlow Heights. Shoot, you go out to the parking lot. Like I said, I knew these dudes were driving everything, and they had the intellect. They had the intellect, and sometimes we be hitting on talking about some deep ass subjects too. And they throwing up 350 and stuff. They throwing up 350 talking some deep metaphysics and stuff. Shit. See, the thing is, but see, let's be real about the issue. Oh, damn. Wait a minute. I do that every single time. I forgot where I was headed. But let's be real on some stuff. Because you got a lot of guys out here, they don't have a physique. In fact, those are the same guys got an issue with body gain because they can't develop it. Yeah, I said it. I'll look you in the face and say it. They can't develop that. You know, they jealous of some man who can actually develop it, so they try to come up with them saying, oh, well, we're smarter, we're better. Well, show me the IQ score. Tell me what school you had a scholarship to. I'm serious. You can develop both. And see, that's the thing of it. You don't have any excuse. You don't have any excuse. And yeah, I'm going to talk about it because I'm going to tell you something now. Because that's something I face personally. Somebody look at me at my bodybuilding stuff. My full body build. And they'll think, oh, yeah, they'll act like they'll hit me with something like they telling me some shit. And I'll just be like, Then I break down some shit to them and I'll be like, what the fuck you got to say now? And I say it just like that. I've had some guys, they had to apologize. Say, damn, Ron, when you know you carried it like that? Well, don't make any assumptions, motherfucker. Who says I can't hit the gym and stuff and then go to the bookstore right afterwards. Go to that deep lecture right afterwards. Shit. I know plenty of cats like that. See, I'm gonna tell you something now in general. And I'm really big on it for one simple reason. Who says a man can't be on all levels? When I talk about the house of the man, that man's on all levels. That man, he can protect his family. He can be that warrior. He can be that intellectual, that eagle. He can be that hunter, go out get that money. He can be that healer and knock her out of the motherfucking box. Break her back. Have her levitating. Have her speaking in tongues to the great pumpkin. Who says a man can't do all that? That was normal. That was the guys who women really went crazy over, ultimately. That guy who had it on multiple levels. Shoot, Tariq Nasheed talked about that. Everybody respect what he was saying and stuff. He said it, that urban renaissance man. You know? Every man got it in him. Every man can build their physique. Every man. I don't care who you are. Every man can build a physique. Every man can study. I don't care what his native intelligence is. He can get smarter than what he started out as. Everybody. In fact, I'll put it like this. Even with that, there's a project I'm working on, and it's something I'll probably document in maybe 5 years or something. It's major. Just dealing with that. Any man can do that. You know? Any man can do that. But sitting there, and a man needs to be physical anyway. Because one of the protections women look for is not monetary. They look for somebody who can physically protect them. You know, even if you don't want to lift or something, at least take a martial art or something. Do something like that. But yeah, you can be both. You can be both. And don't have any excuses or anything. And don't get mad for the person who's done the work. And see, that's another thing too. That person who lifted and all of that, that's a masculine thing because it takes discipline to build. That's discipline. That discipline's a masculine thing. To stick with that, push through pain, everything, push your body, shoot, that's what it means to be a man. Anybody can sit on their ass and think they know something. But a man is supposed to be physical and be able to have the ability to be physical, because I don't care, even in this society, Let's just be real out here. Let's just keep it 100. We hearing about all these shootings and shit. It's getting crazy out here. And a man need to be able to physically defend himself. Like I said, even if you don't want to lift or anything, that's cool. But your ass better do something physical and be ready for it. And if you ain't, well, don't get mad when when a woman don't want to deal with you. Don't get mad when somebody just walk up to you and just take your shit. Like, take your shit. You know, stay in the house. Pray you're protected. Pray the police get there on time. And if you hear that sound at 3 o'clock in the morning, you better pray. If you don't want to fight or do anything, you better pray. You better pray the cops get there soon enough, because they probably won't. And I'm just being real with you. A man need to be developed as in all the areas he can. You know? So yeah, hit the gym just like you hit the books. You know? So anyway, that's all I got for today. I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.